Right folks, in this video I want to start to bring in some more sprites to play about with and layer up. So if you want to get hold of some sprites to play with, you want to have a look for the Unity Essentials series, and have a look for this one. So if you Google Unity Essentials 2D Platformer, that should come up, and then 2D Sprites Pack. I downloaded those two just to get going. There's some very simple sprites in there to play with. But have a look at this one. This one's quite nice too. There are some good assets in here that you can have a play with and start having a feel for. There's loads of 2D assets by searching. If you just Google like 2D assets, there's lots and lots of packs that you can download and have a play with. Obviously tick free only. Loads of stuff you can explore. Jungle, side-scrolling textures are quite nice. Some good stuff in there. What I suggest you do to keep things neat in your project is to create a folder called Sprites, and within that folder just drag all of the downloads. So I downloaded these and I'm just going to drag them in, and that's going to import them into the folder in my project. Always keep your project neat. So let's just import some of these. Okay, great. So we'll look back to my assets. So look, I've got a background layer and with all my background in, and then I've got sprites with all of these things. And remember, look, they're see-through because we saved them as PNGs. These are all PNGs with transparent backgrounds. Okay, in that scene then, I'm going to import some of these. Let's import this, for example. Now, can you see what's happened? It's behind my background, which isn't great, and even if I were to move it on here, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, so it's important to know that this has got nothing to do with the layering. I'll go to 2D, come back, you see it's behind it. So we need to bring that forward. Now I'm going to do a new sorting layer, and then I don't want to put it in backgrounds, I want to make a new one. So if I do add sorting layer, and then I'll call this foreground layers. Okay, and now if I go to my grass sprite, I want to pick sorting layer and do foreground layers, and there we go. You can see that it's in front now. Now if I go on this and move these, look what's happening. So basically, if your foreground layer is behind, or it's still going to be behind, you need to drag it so it's in front. So whichever layer is towards the bottom here is always going to give you the nearest to the camera. Okay, great. So grass sprite, I'm going to call order layer 1. It's the first thing that's in there, but that's what I need to worry about right now. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start positioning these, and I'm going to create a bit of a floor to play with. So if I do Control D and W to move, and then move it along, we can start to Control D, move it along. We can start to build a basic scene. Okay, cool. Now, so have a plate. Okay, cool. What I might do is move all of these down. Now if I hold down shift and click it, I can move them all. I can scale them all down, and move them again, and I can start to sort of position this where I want. Right, looking good. Nice. So what we've got then, we've got two different sorting layers, and we've started to decide the layering within those layers. The next thing I'll do is to keep it tidy in your hierarchy is to do a similar kind of thing. I'm going to right click on here and do create empty, and what we're doing, we're creating a game object that's empty. I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to call this background. And what I'll do is I'm going to drag in, hold down shift, drag in the fog, clouds and the sky top all into the background. Okay, so now all of those are within that game object background. That's going to be important because when we come to animating it, we're going to need some game objects. So let's do one more. Right click, create empty, and this time I'm going to rename it and call it I'm going to call it floor. Okay, and then these grass sprites I'm going to move into floor. Right, that's going to be important because we're going to be applying a few things to these, some components, adding components that we want to apply to all of these assets, but we don't want to do it, you know, to each one. If we can keep life simple and only have to apply it to all of them in one go, this is a nice way to do it. Okay, so by the end of this video you should have got to this point. You've got your background, you've got your floor, and you've grouped them nicely in your hierarchy by creating empty game objects and then renaming them. Okay, rewind this video if you got stuck at any point.